Hey there, this is NorthernAxcess, and today we're going to show you a quick video. As you can see, we're up in the mountains here. It's snowing pretty good, so we thought this would be a good chance for us to show you kind of some of the weak points of the 9575 Extreme Iridium Sat phone and the Iridium Go. What not to do when you're getting out in the kind of extreme weather where there's moisture, dampness, condensation, anything like that. Of course, it's snowing right now. It's a wet snow, so you got to be careful of stuff like this. So this is what we're going to show you. When you're buying an Extreme, of course, it's IP65 rated, which is one of the is like a military tough phone. But of course, in any electronic device, there's always something you got to be careful of. This one, of course, one of the things you want to be careful of, it has a seal right there on the bottom. You'll see it when you always first get it. If you leave that off, there are connections under there. If it actually gets condensation or anything, then basically that's a short right to the board. So you want to actually, anytime you're in any weather, make sure you keep that seal on the bottom on. You can see the seal, it's pressed in firmly. That's where your adapter goes in when you actually connect it to charge. So basically, if you're in a weather like this, don't try to take your adapter and then actually connect it when it's raining outside, because guess what? You're actually going to be putting moisture straight to the board. And so always make sure that's dry. Also too, another one is the SOS button. You always want to make sure that is closed, because that is a good door right to being able to have moisture go straight into the phone if you leave that open. The last one is, which is one that you might not think of all the time, is the antenna. The antenna, as you see, extends actually a little bit farther than that, but what happens is the shaft right here will actually get wet along the sides. Let me try to get a better zoom in of the antenna. Anyway, it gets wet right along this portion right here. So when it gets wet right along there, and then you go pushing that down, just almost kind of like a car window, it takes the condensation or wetness with it down inside of the phone, and could possibly drip, down into the other parts of the phone and get something wet. So never ever leave this part of the antenna wet. If you're outside and it's raining, leave it up, because there's a seal around this side right here that'll help it not go down. But you always want to actually try to dry this off before you actually go pushing it down. So lastly, the battery, of course, never try to change the battery when it's snowing, raining, or even if there's dense fog, anything, because it's condensation. The battery connectors are a straight shot to short the battery or the phone right out. And that's really it with some of the 9575. Let me just show you some of the Iridium Go real quick. And this is for this kind of weather, seaworthy guys, anything. The Iridium Go is actually another one that you got to be very careful with. This is something that we see in seaworthy guys. Never ever, when you have the Iridium Go outside, you have the charger port right here, and you got the SOS button, of course. A lot of guys will take the Iridium Go and have it charging out on the deck or somewhere else, maybe with a solar panel, who knows. And when you open that charger, that's the seal, and there is no protection behind that seal as of right now, so water or condensation, anything can get splashed. If, let's say, you're on a boat and you got that seal open and you're charging it, or have it using it for some type of other form of data, connecting it to your computer to charge it outside, and some type of splash hits it, it'll literally go right into that portion right there, inside behind this seal. So never ever leave that open. The other thing, of course, is the antenna. Never try to right here, you got the other seal too. for the external antenna. Never tried to change or put an external antenna adapter on when it's wet, because then again you're also exchanging moisture at the same time that you're using the external antenna, and could actually short something out. So just basically kind of, use your head with some of these things. Of course, the same thing goes with the battery. The Iridium Go has a bottom part where you actually have to unscrew it, so it's pretty good and sealed. But there's other parts, that actually come through here. Always just kind of, look over your device to see where the weak points are going to be, and make sure to try to keep it safe. Again, this is NorthernAxcess, and we're just trying to help you out to make sure you know your devices. We're also an Iridium authorized repair center here in the United States and beyond. So if you need anything at all, give us a call at 877-299-9931, and we'll be glad to answer any questions for you, or help you with any support. And that's really about it. Other than that, we're going to get inside because we're freezing. Thanks a bunch.